Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a Venus retrograde in Capricorn reading for my dearest Aries. Aries, this transit is from December 18th through January 28th. And Venus, the planet of money, love, and pleasure, goes retrograde every 18 months or so. And this forces us to re-examine love, our values, and our finances. When in Capricorn, issues around power, control, and lack of integrity may surface. The healthy expression of Capricorn is integrity, responsibility, and commitment. So during this retrograde, situations may arise around love and finances that really challenge us and ask us to reconsider whether we're in alignment with what we value and if we're making wise investments or not. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into this, Aries. I am going to ask that if these messages resonate with you, that you like, share, and subscribe. Hitting that like button does great things for the video. And I just want to let all of you know, my Aries out there in particular, you guys have shown so much love and support to me in this channel that I appreciate each and every one of you. All right, let's go ahead and see what messages come through for my dearest Aries for this Venus retrograde in Capricorn. So we've got the Two of Swords in reverse. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. The Nine of Wands in reverse. The Page of Swords in reverse. The Ace of Pentacles. And the Five of Swords in reverse. Ooh, Aries. So beautiful energies I'm picking up on. And the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is all about putting behind conflict and disagreement, heartache, disappointment, traumas even. With the Five of Swords in reverse as your final outcome energy, it's like you're definitely healing some sort of, whether it's a relationship, it could even just be healing an energy of lack or something that's been creating chaos and conflict for you. The Six of Swords tells me, though, that you're moving into a much more peaceful time as we move through this retrograde period. So it's kind of similar to Libra, your opposite sign. What this retrograde is bringing into my life is clarity. You're going to be able to make a decision. You're going to be seeing things clearly. Now, it could be around marriage and commitment or a particular relationship here with the Ten of Pentacles, but it can also just be about your finances, right? Like your relationship with money. And that's exactly what's being highlighted for you is the Ten of Pentacles. So it could be about whether or not you are ready for marriage and commitment, if you want safety, security, and stability with the person you're with, or if you have that, or if you're willing to offer that, to share this. But the Ten of Pentacles is beautiful because it's about making really long-term commitments. And I definitely see there's a beautiful new beginning for you. Absolutely. And you may be, this could be meeting a life partner. It could be taking a relationship to the next level. It could be, all right, we're going to invest in this. We both want to have family, or we both want to blend our families, or we want to, have that shared bank account, blah, 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 whatever it might be for you, because it's going to be different for all of you. And I don't mean it like blah, 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 like glib. I just mean each and every one of us, Ten of Pentacles looks and feels different, right? So how can you minimize or what can you do? The Nine of Wands in reverse. So I feel like a lot of my Aries out there, you guys have been working really, really hard. And I feel like it's this energy of you learning to work smarter and not harder. So a lot of you guys, it's time to take a rest. I do see some of you guys, you may be traveling. Okay. With the Six of Swords, you may be just taking some time off if you've been really burning the candle at both ends. But I'm also seeing the importance of building in rest periods, but also celebrating your small successes. I feel like a lot of you have been really hard on yourself, and that may be something that you learned in childhood, or it may be a particular relationship where somebody is very hard on you, a boss or a partner, something that you've internalized. But I feel like a lot of you guys, what you're learning is, that doesn't work for me. Page of Swords in reverse is like a negative energy. And it could be something that you learned in childhood, that there is a time for hard work, and there's absolutely nothing, we have this credo, blood, sweat, and tears will get me the results I want. But I feel like what Spirit's saying to my Aries out there is, you know what, you don't always, things don't have to hurt or make you cry or make you sweat or make you bleed in order for them to be worth it. I mean, we can, you know, abundance, love, security, it's our birthright and we deserve these things. And so it's like we don't always have to be out there beating ourselves up in order to win. Now, it doesn't mean that we just sort of become lazy and that, but I mean, but it's really switching this belief system around how you attract abundance. And, you know, because I feel like a lot of you guys, you've been bending over backwards, you've been working yourselves to death, or you've been doing all the work in relationships, or you've been having all this, like everything's been a challenge. And so I'm seeing that you've reached like a, maybe it doesn't, maybe not a crisis point, but like a choice point where you recognize that things don't have to be so difficult, that we can start to enjoy life and the pleasures that life has to offer, and call in and be successful, call in what we want to manifest. So the lessons here with the Page of Swords in reverse, a lot of you, I do feel like the Page of Swords in reverse is actually a little bit of negative energy coming from either the way that you were raised, or you know, maybe like a culture or tradition that you were raised in, where, yeah, hard work was valued, but like rest and calling in abundance and love with ease isn't or wasn't. So I feel like you guys are really reframing that, because this Page of Swords is always a little bit insidious, a little bit nasty looking here. And obviously this is a card of spying, and it's a card of, you know, it can be a card of gossip and that sort of things, that sort of thing. But I'm getting, more than anything, it's like this negative energy around how you call in love and success and abundance that you need to purge and release. And I feel like you're doing that. I feel like this is a strong energy of, you know, breaking away from these sort of negative patterns, that keep you in a rat race, okay, or on a hamster wheel of being exhausted or being depleted of your resources or your love or your time or your energy, and not really feeling like you're moving forward. And wow, all of that's about to shift and change for you, because there's a huge blessing coming in. And retrograde periods aren't necessarily a time to take action, but what I've been saying and the message that I've been getting from my guides in almost all of the readings is it's about seeing that way forward, seeing an easier, a better way forward by trusting what works for you, what feels good for you. And a lot of you, that it's a reevaluation. And for a lot of my Aries out there, you're going to see that all of a sudden things start to flow. You start meeting different people, different types of people, or you approach success or manifesting in a much more peaceful, calmer way. Like the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior energy, and it's like you're exhausted. So it's like, okay, I can take a rest, and that's actually going to benefit me a lot more, or this relationship or what have you. And so I see this energy of really deep healing coming towards my Aries as you sort of reframe your relationship to finances, money, love, long-term security and commitment, but also just like going so much easier on yourself. It's like learning to take the path of least resistance, and seeing clearly what works and what doesn't work for you anymore. So we've got the thinking man. Yeah. So I feel like with the thinking man coming out in reverse, I'm an intuitive reader. So, but I just get that like a lot of you guys, there was this energy of confusion, and I'm getting that with the Page of Swords as well. Like, I don't know if there was somebody that you really looked up to, or it was something you were taught, or it was a particular relationship. In Libra's reading, it was, it came out as well with a lot of swords energy, but it came out as well with this energy of people wanting to keep you on the treadmill, so to speak, because it benefited them. And so I feel like there was this energy of like confusion, overthinking, not seeing a way forward, or I don't know, like getting like shifting your perception on how to call in abundance. But I feel like it was confused, but I almost feel like it was purposely confused, especially with this Page of Swords, by someone or a group of people, if that makes sense. Yeah. and your worth and your value wasn't being appreciated, wasn't being honored. And I also feel that like you were doing so much. I just keep getting this energy of like Aries doing so much for everybody else, but then forgetting to like water your own garden, right? Because we can see here, like she's kind of in this dry garden. She's got this one flower, but she may give it away, right? But what's around her is still pretty dry. So I feel like my Aries, you know, I'm not saying that you've been used and abused. Some of you might be feeling that way with if it's a particular relationship or it's just sort of everything. So I feel like you're getting like a reset here. You're definitely getting some sort of gift with the Ace of Pentacles. It's clarity. It's going to help you make decisions. For some of you, it might literally be you're getting some type of money that's owed to you, or some sort of gift that's going to really help you like make wiser investments or make your life easier. Yeah, and those of you who have been alone, your journey on your own has come to an end. But I also feel that whatever it is that how this is resonating with you, my Aries, you guys have been like battling the sun on your own, right? Like you've been fighting the sun and you've been just, you get up and do it every day, but you're, you know, like, but now it's like you're getting some sort of help and some sort of support, and it feels like it's in the 3D. Okay. Yeah, I just feel this powerful energy of being exhausted. And we get the goddess of the moon, trusting your intuition. So for some of you guys, I do feel like you may be calling in a different type of partner that may be, I'm getting like very Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio vibe off of this, mostly Cancer and Pisces. But I also feel that, yeah, it's like the long night, goddess of the moon, like where you're rejuvenated. You know, when we go to sleep, our bodies detox. We get the rest that we need to get up the next day, but you're not going to get up and have to fight alone or have to do everything alone, or because I keep getting this energy of you guys sort of stuck on like a hamster wheel or stuck on a treadmill. And it's like that long journey and that exhausting journey is coming to an end as you heal and you get this clarity. Okay, yeah, and this is similar to the Libra reading in a way with the hostilities, because I do feel, Aries, that you've been benefiting someone or a group of people or an organization by your overworking and by keeping you, like by, you know, whether they've been dangling a carrot in front of you to keep you running and keep you moving, and you've done an excellent, amazing job. And it's like, wait a second, this doesn't work for me. I'm exhausted. I can't do this anymore. And it could just literally be finances where you're like, they're getting rich and I just keep, you know, working for the same, you know, pay grade or whatever, where your worth and your value isn't truly being honored. Or it's in relationships, right, where you're the one that does all the work, but you're not getting anything in return. So I do feel that similar energy here with the hostilities, that you coming into this awareness and making a decision to move away from whatever this patterned behavior is for your own greatest good is actually going to upset a few people who have really been benefiting from keeping you in that position. Okay, so let's see what else comes through. We get cosmic flower. So this frequency activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. And that's what I'm talking about. Like this home energy is like you're no longer looking for home outside of yourself. You're learning to water that garden and what's best for you, because you are magnificent. You are magnificent. And if there's like a job or a boss or a group of people or a relationship, they know that, but it's almost like you weren't able to see that. And that's the vision that you're getting. That's the clarity that you're getting, is how awesome you really are. And I feel like people are afraid of that. I really do. And we get soul time. This frequency asks you to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge. Absolutely. Some of you guys, again, like you might be starting your own business. You might be moving. You might be getting out of a relationship. But it's a reality that embraces the concept that while the corporal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. Yeah, a lot of my Aries, you guys have been doing some serious meditation. You might have even also been getting some downloads in the dream space. I'm also getting some of you may have accessed, like had a vision or taken like a shamanic journey, or journeyed and had a vision of, or tapped into the Akashic records, and there's something where you were like, whoa, like this is a major awakening, like this is not working for me. And seeing that you're magnificent, and seeing how others were maybe benefiting from you not seeing your worth and your value, or seeing that you could be better. Okay, if that makes sense. And yeah, and this is, and you're moving on to bigger and better. All right, things are getting easier for you. All right, so let's see what else. Yeah, making life easier is what I'm getting. But, you know, like I said, Aries, there are certain people that are not going to be happy. People that were benefiting from keeping you small. Okay, and I'm not saying anybody out there is small, but I'm just saying there's like an easier way. There's like, you can step into more of a flow state and, you know, call in love and abundance so much easier than you have been. Okay. All right, so we get, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Absolutely, and it's that Ace of Pentacles. And you may be in turmoil because it's like this awakening that you're going through. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, but things could be so much better and so much easier for me. And that's the road and the path that you're on. And we also get, right now, it's important to take a step back and spend some time on your own. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. And that's this message. Now is the time for Aries, for you guys to come into alignment. All right, to give to yourselves, because I feel like you've been carrying the weight of the world, and not even just the world. Like, I don't know if you've been supporting a whole family or a whole group, a whole company. I feel like you are irreplaceable. But at the same time, it's like, oh, there's something so much easier and better for you. And that's what you're seeing. That's what you've gotten a glimpse of. All right, so let's see what else comes through. We got surrender. Okay, surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in this present moment. So stay present. Stay present. All right. And strength. You are being guided by the cosmos. Stay strong. A positive outcome is assured. Yeah, because like I said, there's going to be resistance to you breaking free of the social matrix or this situation, this relationship. Okay. And we get advancement. A strong energy is propelling you forward. Follow the stirrings of your heart. Yep. Trust this, Aries. You're on the right path. All right, I'm going to leave it here, sending you guys so much love and light. If these messages resonate, I am going to ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and also check out the description box for ways you can get a private reading, or if you like the cards I'm using. Feel free to leave a comment, and don't forget to hit that little notification bell. Sending you love and light. Take care.